Eagle Chess. Biggity Blitz style brought to you by Ernie Biggity Baltazar, Biggity Man from Manila, Mysterious Biggity Man from Biggity Manila. Chicken Chess. Today we have our friend Mr. Karpov. He's Anatoly Karpov versus Mr. Dueball. Chicken Chess. Chicken Chess. His name is Juergen Diggity Dueball. He's on the Wiki White, I do believe, because Mr. Biggity Black is doing the Sicilian Diggity defense, which is very common among Anatoly Karpov. Chicken chess. Chicken chess. Biggity Blitz style, ladies and gentlemen. Biggity brought to you in part by the tricky Biggity Man from Manila and Eagle Chess. Alright, here we can see the game. Here comes the horse. Here comes the. Whoa, look at this. Probably Karpov, but maybe not. Who knows? Biggity Black on the attack. He's gonna fool his opponents. Indian style diggity. Indian stiggity style diggity defense. Mr. Karpov showing how. If this is indeed Karpov, just showing you how diggity done here. Indian diggity style of diggity defense. And actually Karpov, I think, is Biggity Black. Maybe, possibly, indubitably, irrefutably, indefinitely, but possibly not. Going for the biggity, going for the castle, going for the castle, and it's a queenside castle. Question mark for white. German. Juergen diggity Dueball. Taking down the horse already ready. He's making the meaty moves. Queenside castle. It's a queenside. It's officially a queenside castle. But Biggity Black can jump all over that, ladies and gentlemen. Going for the queenside assault with the queen. Chicken chess. Biggity Blitz style. Biggity Blitz style. Actually, probably not. Chicken chess. Run out of chickies. I gotta continue to commentate the game, but here comes white with the insane. Wow, but never mind. Look at that. Was that a queen exchange? Yes, indeed. Indeed, it definitely, indubitably, irrefutably was. Now the Biggity Bishop gonna take down the horse. That's the last horse that white's got. Chicken chess. Chicken chess. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and giggly girls, we can see here the Chickity Chess Biggity Master Karpov, the super diggity duper, all the way biggity back in 1972 in Macedonia. Oh my gosh, I'm really running. I got the higgity hiccups. Hopefully I can finish the game without higgity hiccups. No hiccups in this game. Chicken chess. Biggity Blitz style, ladies and jiggly gentlemen. Look at the kid on white. Wowzers, holy cows, is the king on white just making the biggity moves. Biggity hiccups incoming. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we can see the Biggity Bishop making the biggity moves. Gonna continue to commentate this game, even though my hiccups are just insane. Here comes the Riggedy Rook. Here comes the Biggity Pawn. Making the biggity moves, and the hiccups are just. I gotta biggity pause. Maybe I could just hold my biggity breath until I don't have to actually hiccup anymore, and I'll just continue to talk. And unfortunately, it doesn't work, and my hiccups are still here. But Anatoly Karpov versus Juergen Dueball. Juergen Dueball. And now the king gonna be moving riggedy right, biggity back for white. Chicken chess. Biggity Blitz style. Not even Biggity Blitz style, actually. Probably, maybe indubitably, irrefutably, maybe. Oh, this commentary is just a failure because I'm like not even burping. I normally biggity burp, but this time I'm hicking up, ladies and jiggly gentlemen, boys and giggly girls. This is why we don't actually do commentaries when we hiccup all the dang time. Got a little hiccup in the little hiccup in the commentary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and giggly girls. White on the biggity defenses, 4 biggity pawns, and a biggity bishop with a biggity rook here versus our heroic efforts of Biggity Black. Now on the attack, but it's a cheeky check. Here from Wiki White. Chicken check. ladies and gentlemen, here goes Biggity Riggedy Rook from Biggity Black on the attack. But now King of Biggity Black, is Black gonna lose? Is Biggity Black gonna lose? Is Biggity Black gonna lose? That's a cheeky check. That's a cheeky check. Just about a cheeky checkmate. About as checkmate as you can get, ladies and. Here comes the horse. Here comes the horse. Of course. The horse. Of course. Here comes the horse. Of course. The king gonna diggity dance. Up against the riggedy ropes, up against the riggedy ropes, Willie riggedy lose, chickity check there from Wiggity White, Wiki White, our heroic hero from Germany, Dueball, and despite the hiccups, beside the few hiccups we had, is this a diggity draw? Is this a diggity draw? Here, ladies and jiggly, Piggity Pond, Miggity moving on up. How does he even get there? He was just so close to being checkmated, but he was able to diggity dance a riggedy round. Able to diggity dance around. Look at the liggity lose the Piggity Pond, but Biggity Black on the attack now with the riggedy rook, and we can see here, ladies and jiggly, gentlemen. Now the riggedy rook's gonna come over here, take a Piggity Pond, take a Biggity Pond on diggity down, and now the last Biggity Pond going to be moving on diggity down for both Biggity players, moving on across the Biggity threshold, the Biggity middle of the Biggity board, and he's offering the exchange, taken. No, he's going to take the Biggity Pond on diggity down, ladies and jiggly, gentlemen. We can see here the Biggity Riggedy Rook here from our heroic hero setting up a Biggity pin on the king of white, on the king of white, wowzers, white in tickety trouble, nowzers, here comes the horse, Riggedy resuming the tickety attack, but the Riggedy Rook is not going to let it happen, but here we can see wowzers, that's the checkmate. Is that the checkmate? No, oh, white dominating. Karpov being completely, utterly destroyed, but he's going to take that Biggity Bishop on diggity down. Karpov, how can he win? He can't win. Is he going to get a tickety tie? No. Is he going to get a tickety tie? No. Ticky. Oh, wait. Maybe Karpov was white. Karpov is Biggity Black. How can Biggity Black win the game? That's impossible. How can Karpov win the game? Biggity Black is impossible. Biggity Black is impossible. Maybe Karpov is white. Because Mr. Juergen gonna get defeated. Chess. Biggity Bliss style being brought to you. Chess Blitz style being brought to you. Chess Blitz style being brought to you by I guess Anatoly Karpov was white, maybe. Anatoly Karpov was white, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna thank you guys all for tuning in. Sorry about the hiccup. Peace out, homies.